What's going on, Gundam Squad? Guess what, guys? Bandai Card Fest is just 1 week away. It's going to be in Dallas, and we got some major news that got dropped. Let's look over the news that dropped and then also review some of the questions while we're going through all that new updates for Bandai Card Fest Dallas. If you're excited, make sure you hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. This is going to be fun. If you're big into Gundam, this is the event you need to go. Okay, so first off, there were several questions on people asking, like, what if I happen to get there on Saturday? Or, well, you think I still have a chance to get stuff? Will I be able to play games? Well, that's all going to be answered today. So first of all, I want to be clear. They released the event schedule. So Friday, September the 19th, that day is early check-in. And if you're participating in One Piece and Digimon LCQs. What does LCQ mean? Well, that means last chance qualifier. So the players that are competing in this, that means they already registered in Texter and they got confirmed. They're the ones that are going to be allowed to be entering the tournament hall that day. That's it. Nobody else will be allowed. It strictly says it right here. Doors open for registration, must have the Tixer ticket to enter the hall. So if you're a general entry like me, you can't get in. You have to have that one of these two games. Otherwise, you can't get in. That's it, guys. So hopefully that clears up some of the confusion people have been seeing. The actual Bandai Card Fest opens up to the general public, begins on Saturday, September 20th. There are several people that were asking me in the chat on the last video or in the comments, hey, what time should I get there? What time to live? I was like, I don't know. We don't have that information yet. And I think it changes every year. So registration begins at 7:30 a.m. The hall opens at 8:30 a.m. but only for competitors. Those are the players that have confirmed tournament access. Then at 9 a.m., whatever there was any wait list or anything, that closes. So you got about 30 minutes. If you're on a wait list, this is where you're going to find out if you got in or not. And then at 10 a.m., the doors open. So if you were there to register at 7:30, you're going to wait about 2 hours and change before you can go into the general entry. Side events start at 11 a.m. So if you signed up for some of the Tixer side events, that's where you'll know. That's when you'll be starting. Prize wall opens at 1 p.m. Obviously, people need to start playing some tournaments, right, in order to get that. And prize wall closes at 7. So this is huge, guys. If you're going to be there and you got tickets, make sure to get your prize wall tickets exchanged on Saturday, excuse me. If you're not going to be coming on Sunday, which is day 2 of the event, you need to get your tickets cashed in before they close, okay? And then the 8 p.m. halls close. I'll tell y'all this. K. Bailey Hutchinson Center is pretty strict on this. You want to be out of there because then they'll kick you out literally. And then day 2, which is Sunday, a little bit less. It's not going to be as busy day. The hall closes at 5. So like I said, if you're going to try to get any shopping in at the Bandai store, you're going to have to do it on Saturday. Sunday, I'm telling you, any of the exclusive stuff will run out. So I just wanted to go over that real quickly. Now, I also want to hit one point. They are bringing back the Scavenger Hunt. So they had this last year, but I didn't see anything about if they were going to bring it up back, but they are. So the way the Scavenger Hunt is going to work, you're going to scan a QR code and you're going to have like a little virtual stamp collect. There's going to be little Scavenger Hunt signs where you scan a QR code and it gives you a hint and you got to give it the answer. Once you fill up so many of the Scavenger Hunt slots, you could redeem them for a prize. So the way it worked last year is like if you got 1, you get 1 item. If you got 4 things, you could get 2 items. And if you filled the whole thing out, you get every single promo that they had to give out. What are we having this year? So let's look at the prize wall redemption. If you fill out the entire Scavenger Hunt, so you'll be going to like 12 stations or something, trying to figure out the answers. The answers are on the board. You just got to use some deductive reasoning. So for the prize wall, if you play Digimon, you'll get a card promo pack. You get a Dragon Ball Card Game Masters Event Pack 17. You get a Dragon Ball Fusion World Participation Pack. You get the resource from Gundam. You get a Union Arena action point and another action point for Union Arena. And lastly, you get a Tony Chopper if you play One Piece. So that's what it's going. So if you're only going to be playing Gundam, you don't play any of the other games, I think you probably be able to hit that resource Gundam after you hit two stations. It's pretty straightforward. But I personally just like doing all of the scavenger hunt. It doesn't take you that long. If you're in between, like waiting for a side event and another one to start, I would recommend you just go ahead and knock it out. It only takes like 20 minutes. You literally just walk around the hall and get it done. But I do recommend it. But if you're Gundam, you want to get that resource card. I know these cards are going to be sick. A lot of people are going to be wanting it. And because Bandai Card Fest is only going to be happening in Dallas and LA so far, officially announced, these cards from secondhand market can go for some money if you're trying to recoup some of your costs. And another big news is that they just released the format. So I really like that they actually broke it down so players can get an idea of what's going on. Remember, registration for all events opens at 7:30 on Saturday morning, but you can't get in if you have a regular attendance till 10 a.m. We actually have general entry is going to have its own entrance. The competitor entry is going to be on the other side. But what's really important, guys, this general entrance is right next to the Bandai Card Games retail shop. So for me, I'm going to go straight beeline right here. Why? Because I want to immediately get my appointment time to buy my exclusive event items. I'm also hoping that they also have some of the product that we can buy there in advance. There's been a lot of people also asking me, will they be selling starter set 5 there? I don't know. I highly doubt it because I think that would kind of annoy a lot of the fan base that other people that come to this event can get the starter deck before the whole release. So I doubt that's going to happen. So I know a lot of people ask me that. I don't think so. If it happens, I'll be amazed. But at the same time, I think that will bring a lot of anger to a lot of the players because then they don't get access to that product till a week later. Now, I also want to point out, now this is important. So since we're talking about Gundam, the Gundam card game registration is going to be right here. Now, remember, when it comes to the Gundam card game, if you didn't get into the initial release for that, you're going to be waitlisted. When you're waitlisted on September 19th, so the day before the event, there's going to be a random drawing. So here's the tournament page for Gundam. If you didn't register on August the 3rd, which was first come, first served, if you try to register and they're full, you're going to see waitlisted. What's going to happen is on September 19th, from 5 to 7 p.m. Central Time, they will be doing a random selection for all of those people that were waitlisted to get into the event. So if you were waitlisted at Saturday or Sunday, this is going to be your only shot to get into the event. Now, they also mentioned that they will be doing actually registered side events at that time. But I want to look at something, right? So right here, the side events section registration is here. The ticket pickup's here. The side event random selection. So if you were part of that random selection, you would go here. And then the card game registration right here is by itself. For us Gundam players, that's what we're going to be hanging out. We need to be aware of these 3 areas. Number 1, obviously the Bandai card games. We want to know this part. We also want to go to, I would check out the Gundam card game demo. I understand you know how to play, but last year they gave one of the resource cards just for demoing the game. So if they're going to be demoing the game and they're going to be giving out a resource card, which is the one that you get from the participation or the scavenger hunt, I would spend 10 minutes to just do this just to get the resource card. The scavenger hunt, guys, easy way to get the resource. The Gundam card game registration, we have the random side events selection, side events registration, side events pickup, and then lastly, the Gundam tournament zone is going to be right up here. So it gives you a quick idea of knowing the layout. It's always helpful to know the layout so you know where to go. Also want to point out one other fact. If you use Tixer to buy your event, your pre-sold side events is going to be here. So it's not going to be in the venue. So if you successfully purchase a ticket on Tixer, you're going to go here. right? Because you already pre-sold it. That's where you're going to get access to your event. Random selection again is here. And then these are going to be, I believe this is the day of on-demand type thing tournaments. I don't know how that's going to work. They didn't give a lot of information on that, unfortunately. All right, guys, that's it. I just wanted to release that information out to you guys. I had asked some questions about what time can we get there? How does registration work? Registration opens at 7:30 a.m. Competitor get access into the venue hall at 9 a.m. General entry gets access at 10 a.m. And remember, if you're general entry like me, because I'm still on the waiting list for the offline regional, I'm beelining straight to the Card Guy Game Shop retail shop because I want to get my event exclusive, and I'm hoping they have Gundam product that I'll be able to purchase. Anyways, if you guys found this helpful, hit that subscribe button, hit the comments. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll try to answer them for you guys. Thanks for you guys. Hope you have a good day. Peace. See y'all next week.